Hello and welcome. I'm Tony Trongone, Superintendent at Millville Public Schools, and we're on Quinn Broadcasting, and I'm here to provide you another update of our school system. And this show will have 4 parts. The first part will consist of our local Millville legend, JoAnn Burns, principal of the Child Family Center. The second part will be with Rob DeSantis, our band director for our Millville Public Schools band. And then also the third part will be with Karen McCafferty and Rene Hogan. They're doing a lot of exciting things regarding fundraising for our district. And the fourth part will be our high school graduation with Stephanie DeRose, Assistant Superintendent, and then also Principal of the high school, Jaime Sutton. But the first part, I'm here with JoAnn. So hi, JoAnn.
Hi, Tony. How are you?
It's not our first go-around.
It's not. No, we've done this before.
Yeah, we have fun. And so the big push, everybody knows about your passion and dedication towards the early childhood realm in Millville, knocking on doors. And the biggest piece while we're here is to get the word out, because I know you're motivated with this to say, let's get the parents, let's get the guardians out there, get these kids signed up for our early childhood program. So I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
And the first one is, some people do not know about how long you've been doing this. So.
Okay, well, I've been in education. This is my 46th year.
God bless you.
And I'm still very passionate about it. I love it. And I always wanted to work with the young children. I've been a principal of the Child Family Center for 23 years. And it is very important for me to get those children out. Kindergarten, first grade is very different than it was when I went to school. And we need to have them ready to start in kindergarten, because in kindergarten they really start moving with all of the curriculum ideas and all of the reading and the writing. So our job, of course we teach the curriculum, which is the standards, but our job is to get that social-emotional learning in place.
And I wasn't prepared to talk about this, but that is something that's different when you look at the expectations for our kids at kindergarten and first grade and the expectations in 3 and 4-year-olds in that social-emotional piece. So, and about having choice, right? It
is about having choice. And there are ways to have children understand that how important choice is. And it can't always be dictated to them. So much of their life is non-choice, just because they're only 3 and they're 4 and you have to regulate what they're doing. But in school, we try to give them choice, whether it be their meals, whether it be where they want to play, whether they want to learn, who they sit next to. So we give them choices. And we also teach them how to walk into a play group and learn how to maybe tap a friend on the shoulder and regulate their feelings, which is really hard when you're 3 or 4.
Exactly, a different type of readiness as I look at it, because everybody brings their own psychological understanding of what school is, and for their child, then it's like, wow, this isn't what they're thinking about kindergarten, but early childhood is different.
And that's where it's important, because that's something they can't get at home. Some parents will say, well, I'm going to keep, he's only 3, I want to keep him home. And I understand that, they grow so quickly, but you can keep them home. We only have them 6 hours a day, and we don't have them on weekends. You really need to have us help them with their socialization. That's why it's so important to be in preschool.
Great.
That you can't provide at home.
Great, thank you. So now, while we're here for this, is the registration process. So there is a process, there is a timeline, and so can you explain? Get us started with the process.
Sure. The process and the timeline has started already. We used to start in May. We backed it up to April. Now we've backed it up to March in order to get all the children in, registered, and ready. So we have signs around the community, and we're ready. We want them in our computer system and ready so that we can assign them a teacher. We can figure out our numbers and get the ball rolling, because we have had a waiting list in the past, and I don't want any child left behind. So we figure out a way to get them all in, but it's up to the parents to get them registered.
And I always say that you have the signs. We do a good job at that, and you knock on doors.
We do.
And Chris and your team do.
We do.
But sometimes parents wait and they say, oh, well, there's a yellow bus riding by. I guess it's that time of the year. And that's when people come knocking on your door then, right?
It is.
You're talking about
and that's why I'm hoping summer school helps, because there'll be yellow bus for summer school, and maybe we'll get them in a little bit earlier. So parents, when you see it in June, at least see the yellow bus, go online and get the registration process started.
So talk about the ages and the programs that are offered And we know about the wraparound program too, but start us off for someone who doesn't know anything about it, like what ages?
Okay, you have to be 3 by October the 1st, 2023. As long as you turn 3 on that day, you can still come. And there are no exceptions. October the 2nd, you wait till the next year, which some people get upset by that, but that makes you one of the older children in the class, and that gives you a lot of advantages also. However, if you're 3 or 4, if you miss the 3-year-old year, come on out for the 4-year-old year and start your child as a pre-K 4. We take them then also. Our day is from 8 to 2. We provide free transportation to everyone, and we provide breakfast and lunch and snacks. We have programs in the evening. We have programs after school. We have programs during school, and parents are encouraged to come out, take part in those programs.
And all kids are bused?
All kids can be bused.
Okay.
Some parents choose to drop off. We have a before and after school program. So if you work, our building is actually open from 7 in the morning until 5:30 at night. There is a fee for the before and after school program. Some people qualify through Rutgers for a free program or a copay program. We'll work with you to get all that paperwork in, and if you need that, you can do that. Some children get dropped off in the morning, ride the bus home. Some ride the bus to school. Some stay and get picked up after school. So we have a lot of options to meet every need that you possibly have.
So let's get started with how do they register?
Okay. Millville has decided to go to online registration. However, as I said, I've been here 46 years, so I do have some old tendencies. And just in case, we do allow for paper registrations. We only had 5 last year. Registration department was very happy with me. But every once in a while, if I'm walking down the street and I see you and you have a little child with you, I might pull over and ask the age, and I have a packet in the car. We fill it out on the street. I'll come to your house. I'll take a picture of your child's birth certificate, your proof of residency, and whatever else you have, your photo ID, and I go back to work, and our secretary will put it in. It is very easy to go online. If you look at the slide, it is very easy to go under millville.org, click to register your student. Make sure you select the right year. Some people try, because we are still taking registrations for this year, what we were. So make sure you click next year and just complete the form. If you have any problems, we have a kiosk at Culver. We have a kiosk at the Child Family Center, so you can come in. My secretaries, the Culver secretaries, are very willing to help you.
That was my next question about where, because the legend has it that we know that you see a kid in the supermarket or a family in the supermarket or in a Target, you're going to be giving them that paper. But again, can you formalize? I think we have it on the screen there, right?
So the kiosks are at Culver and Child Family Center. Child Family Center is located, for those of you who are familiar with Wheaton Village. Our address is 1100 Coombs Road. However, most people come to us off of Wade Boulevard. If you go past the high school, keep going, and you'll see our school on the left, the same side as the high school. So you can come there anytime. Someone is there from 7 till 5:30. I hate to say this, but all the way up to August 25th. But I really, really want you to get in way before August 25th and register that child.
Yeah, you and I had a talk about when a kid comes in, the teachers prepare them. Every kid, like I said, one school teacher had a necklace with like a little paper apple.
Yes.
And then the teacher has their name on it. And then so they had their like 11 or 12 kids in their class at preschool. But then the folks that registered their kids late, they show up late, and then they don't have, it sounds so trivial, but that 3 or 4-year-old kid doesn't have their name done.
Right. And
they don't know how to differentiate to say, why don't I get like a nameplate, right? So for parents, please, find a time, register your child into this program so they could, I'm not being silly, let them come in and let them have whatever every kid is going to be offered that was registered ahead of time. We want every kid to have a great experience, and sometimes you're 3 and 4 and you don't understand why you don't have your name tag.
That's right, it is. And the best way to do that is to come in now. We're ready. We're already going to start making class lists. Let your child be on one of those class lists right away, so that they can be part of the Child Family Center.
And the last piece is the bureaucratic piece, the documents. So you mentioned that a little bit about that. What documents do they need?
Okay, you must have proof of your child's age, which is a birth certificate, a legal birth certificate, not the cute one that has their little footprints on it. It has to be the legal birth certificate. They have to have a proof of residency, which is something, an electric bill, a gas bill. It can't be a phone bill because with so many cell phones, that really doesn't show where you live. And a photo ID, which most people have a driver's license, so we have that. Now, as far as the shot record, that's important. However, physicians are required to put that on the website. There's an NJS website, and our nurses can pull that up. Some pediatricians, if you lost the one you had, they charge you for a copy. So we always say, come on in, bring what you have, get it started. And once you fill out that paperwork, I'll be knocking on their doors to say, okay, I have my phone. I can take a picture of your birth certificate. Did you find it? And I'll take a picture and I'll go back and print it out, and the secretaries will put it in your file. So as far as the shot record, don't let that be a deterrent. As far as the physical, you have 30 days to get your physical. We bring in a nurse practitioner at the very beginning of October. So if you didn't have it and you can't get an appointment, then, because a lot of the appointments are taken up by sports people that have to have it. So we do have free physicals in August at our late registration, and we also offer free physicals the first week of October. So don't let that deter you from coming either. We take care of all that for you.
Good. Well, Jo, I learned a lot about as far as the record keeping that you have to take care of it. So it's a great thing. It's a passion of mine to make sure our early learning scholars are getting a head start, so to speak. It's an old term, right?
Yes.
And so this is the point of our show where I always give somebody a parting words. Anything for our audience?
Just find time to register your child. Or if you know a neighbor or a friend, maybe you're listening to this and oh, the girl next door looks like she might be 2 or 3. Find out. Give them our number, 856-293-2171. Call. If they're not sure, I'll come out and check them out and see what their age is, and I'll help them get registered. But please encourage anyone you see to register for the Child Family Center or Millville Daycare. We also support Millville Daycare. We go there.
All right, Jo, thank you.
Right.
And hopefully this message gets out.
I hope so.
But I know this is not a hearsay. You're going to be out.
We will.
Pressing the bricks, making sure and knocking on doors to make sure you get the kids in there.
Yes.
So.
All right.
So thank you for all you do. We're blessed.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We'll be back after this commercial in about 2 minutes.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
New Jersey Motorsports Park. Experience the adrenaline rush of go-karting on our challenging tracks, with arrive and drive sessions, available for all skill levels. Looking for something even more daring? Try your hand at axe throwing, and see if you can hit the bullseye. After a day of excitement, relax at the Finish Line Pub Restaurant, and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Group experiences are also available, so bring your friends and family. For an unforgettable adventure, visit njmp.com to learn more and book your experience today.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
So welcome back to part 2 of our show, and we're blessed to have our Millville High School band director, Rob DeSantis. Welcome, Rob.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
And I'm going to start off before I forget, because I can be forgetful. Thank you for all that you do. It's a special program. I think that I go into different venues across the state, and people, in Millville and in the area, talk about our football team, but then I'm getting more and more compliments about our visual performing arts programs, and it's a credit to the passion as well as the expertise that you and your staff provide our kids. So we're really blessed.
No, I appreciate that, and I've been here 20 years, and I really love being here and love the support we have for the arts here.
Well, like I said, we're truly blessed. And so we're here because there's been a lot of positive outcomes, a lot of accomplishments throughout the year, and I feel personally, as a superintendent, we haven't done enough to celebrate the accomplishments of and as far as the Millville Marching Band and all the other areas of the visual performing arts. So
yeah, that's great.
So
it's been a great year.
We're going to start off with really last summer and where the band went to Walt Disney World.
Yes, we were originally scheduled to go a year prior, but COVID pushed us back.
Right.
So we were able to get it in this last summer, and it's a great trip. We had about 100 students march in the parade down Magic Kingdom. It's a really great time, and they get to represent the school. And we actually had some of the alumni that missed out on the trip from COVID meet us down there also, so they were able to still take part. But it was a great way to celebrate the end of the school year. It
was special, and I do remember that there was, everybody knows, travel issues, so the parents were able to fly home, but then you were stuck.
Yeah, we unfortunately got stuck, and you were great on the phone. I was calling you and Jaime, Sutton, and Steph DeRose, so you guys were great to get us back home, but it took a little bit to get us back home, yeah.
Yeah, we were like 3 for 3 with the 2 senior trips and the band trip, but everybody got home safely. But it is a special event. That's something that you walk away from your high school experience. So I marched down the main street of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, the kids really, really enjoy that trip a lot. It's a good memory, yeah.
So let's talk about the competition now. As far we've won some awards, and we've had back-to-back awards. So tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so we compete in tournament of bands, and they do regional championships every year, and we were able to win it again this year as we did last year. Our region that we're in is basically all of southern Jersey, so it might go up to the Trenton area. So we were able to win that this year again with our marching band. The color guard that in the fall came in first in the region as well out of the whole thing. So it was a great season. Lots of good accolades.
So they were the 4A regional. What does 4A mean?
It's the divisions are split up by size of your group. So Group 4 would be the largest group that competes. So we're fortunate to have a larger group. So we compete in the Group 4. Yeah.
Excellent. And next up was, celebrating the success of our music department. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have, I think it's been maybe about 12 years. We have a chapter of the National Honor Society for Music. It's called Tri-M. And we've been able to induct probably between 5 and 10 students every year. They have to apply. They have to get recommendations. They have to have a certain GPA. So it's a pretty prestigious accolade for them to get. Oddly enough, our induction is tonight. Our newest induction for this coming school year in the fall is actually tonight in our auditorium.
Yeah, so we're taping it
June
1st, Thursday.
It's good, Thursday, June 1st.
You'll be seeing this on Friday, so it'll be technically last night we had our induction. So it's really good. But tell us a little bit more about the Tri-M. I don't understand what that means. It's like all South Jersey.
Every school can apply to have a chapter, and so we applied to host a chapter in Millville. It's basically to honor. I mean, we appreciate all of our music students, but these are the students that really, really succeed and really try to push themselves and really try to better themselves. And these students are out in the elementary schools, they're in Lakeside, they're in the community, they go to nursing homes. They're trying to, the whole point of Tri-M is just to make people in the community appreciate music and the love of it. So they're doing private lessons for younger kids, and it's a really neat thing for us.
And then the next up is you don't do it alone. You had some help, so you had some new.
We had a new staff member this year. Our choral director, Catherine Quay, and there she is at her first concert. She had her first professional concert in December. Our other music teacher there in the picture is Joe Sino. He's our other band director. And then Matthew Adams is our other choir director. We have a great team. We're always communicating, trying to make things better. So it was great to have her welcome to the team.
Staying in that vein, our madrigals were really good. We had the county roundtable. There were about 4 or 5 venues where the madrigals performed.
Yes, just like the instrumental department, the choral department has their own co-curric and club type things, and madrigals is one of their elite choirs that they use to compete and to perform out in the community. And both Mr. Adams and Mrs. Quay run that together, and that's a really neat thing. It can also help kids that may not necessarily be able to fit into their schedule also still participate in choir. So that's been a cool thing for them.
And then we had 5 students audition in place in all South Jersey instrumental.
Yeah, it was a great year for us regionally. That was one of our goals this year, was to get more exposure for Millville out in the regional ensembles. So
Who do we see there?
That's Ella Taylor and Javen Rempel in that picture there. They both placed into All South Jersey Band. And then we had a couple other students that made it into other groups. David Laird, Chet Tostovan, and Olivia Headley also made it into All South Jersey. So it really helps get us on the map as far as the regional level, to get our students out and about and compete against the other students in South Jersey. So that was great for them, and they got to have their concert at Rowan.
Okay. And more accolades, the Olympic Conference Honors Band.
So yeah, there's an Olympic Conference Honors Band that is also another regional ensemble that we have begun to take part in. But we had 13 students make it into that, and they or 11, sorry, and they really represent the school in a great way. It's another cool ensemble for them to communicate and participate and perform with kids from over 40 different high schools.
Definitely, this show is about you, not about me, but it's about the kids too, and that's why I want to make sure we get these pictures out there so the parents and the kids can get a chance to see them and celebrate their accomplishments.
That's a great bunch there, and they do their concert at Washington Township, so it's cool for them to experience that too.
All right, and then next up is the High School Symphonic Band. So, and that's the South Jersey Concert Band Festival at Rowan.
This was the first time that we've ever competed in this event, and we've been trying to make it happen for years now. But we got to compete at Rowan for the South Jersey Concert Band Festival. We received a silver rating, so it was our first time out doing that. They performed so well. It was a really, really great treat to conduct and perform in that venue. In future years, we hope to progress to the state level, and that is at the PAC up in Rutgers area. So it's really exciting to be a part of that type of event.
I have some more questions, but I want to keep moving on because I want the recognition process. You also had the Millville High School Jazz Ensemble. And
yes.
They were in a competition.
They were, yeah. We compete with jazz. That's typically February to April. That's their season. And we had another great year with them. They received trombone section awards, trumpet section awards, soloist awards. We received ratings of outstanding. They do like verbal ratings for their grading system. But it's great. We get to get them out in the area, and I feel very fortunate to have a group like that in Millville here.
And then also our indoor guard was very impressive, led by John Riley, and they won the TI Region 1 Scholastic Championship. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so this was historic, to not even put it lightly. They were amazing. They won their region, just like we did for the outdoor, and then they went on to win the overall, called the Atlantic Coast Championship, where they compete in Wildwood. There were over 50 guards that they had to compete against, and they came out well on top. So that was.
And so it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was about 11 o'clock. It might have been on a weekend, I forget, but my wife is crying. True story. And my wife was back then, I don't know what they call the color guard, but she was a silk.
Okay, yeah.
So I was, I tease her about I was the football player and she was the band geek. But anyway, she takes it personal, and she said, "Tony, you really need to look at this video. This is outstanding." And I watched it, and I got like choked up about the whole performance. So not only was it it was well performed, the number that they had was also moved you. So
yeah, I mean, I had a very similar situation. My wife is a color guard person as well, and she was following us along and watching the videos, and she couldn't believe what they were doing. But yeah, their overall score at the end was a 97.4.
Incredibly high.
You can't get much better than that.
Again, that was another incident where I was in Trenton, and another superintendent from Matawan said, "Tony, I was just at Eastern Regional High School, and your high school was outstanding."
Yeah, that's great.
I'm like, yeah, it's just, it gets you set up straight and say,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that's Millville, baby.
No, they're really, really coming along great.
Well, God bless them. And then also more jazz ensemble, All-State Teen Arts Festival.
Yeah, this happened just this week. We qualified in April at the county Teen Arts Festival with our jazz band to perform at the state festival up in Middlesex College. So we did that just this week and received the highest rating at that. And it was that would probably end up being their final performance. So we had a nice little moment with the seniors, and it was a nice way to end our season there with them.
And then finally, it's another facet is them being part of the plays. So they were in Matilda. So
Yeah,
Tell me
a
about
big
that.
part of our music department is the musicals, dessert theater. We mentioned the choirs a little bit, but we did Matilda the musical this year. Many of the students that we have discussed are also a big factor in those programs being successful. The director for that is Margaret Kiefer, and they really did a great job. And we tried to make the students as well-rounded as possible. Be a part of this, be a part of that. So not just isolate themselves in one area. So that was a really nice event for them.
So I'm going to go a little off script now and talk about the new auditorium at the high school. So I know you're going to get excited about it, but we made sure the plans didn't have a band pit, right?
Yeah, we were fortunate, and kudos to all of you at the administration and Mrs. Sutton and DeRose and all the people that have played a part. Mr. Hartman, Kiefer, there were so many people that helped fight for us, and we wanted to have a great place to showcase our students and our abilities, and that was one thing that we were happy to see added. It's really going to help our overall productions a lot.
Yeah, the new sound system and all that. I know that we get the Lakeside venue is an outstanding venue.
It is, yeah.
But I think just to travel back and forth is going to be less labor intensive on your
Yes,
part and
very
Margaret's
much.
part, right?
Yes. The way it was designed is terrific for us. It's right from the band and choir room. We can go right out to the stage. So everything can get rolled right out. So even for us to rehearse with the students and show them what it's like to be on stage and experience the lighting and all of that is gonna really raise our level to another spot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And last, I don't know if it's let the cat out of the bag, but what's the theme for our band next year?
So our theme for the marching band is When the Forest Calls. It's more of a mysterious type show, and that's kind of up my wheelhouse. I kind of like that, the mystery of a show. So we're looking forward to it. We're getting in the process of trying to design it right now. But a lot goes into the process, and our staff is great. And I was picking John Riley's brain the other day about what he wants to do and what props he wants to use. So it's going to be another great year. We have probably 90 students signed up so far. And if you're still willing to sign up, you're more than welcome to. We're still accepting people for next year. We have a trip to Virginia planned for the end of the school year with the marching band. So yeah, the marching band, we're really excited for next year.
Where do kids have to go to sign up?
They can go to our website. The best way probably is just to email me, robert.desantis@millville.org, and I'll make sure that they can get the forms and everything to sign up.
And what room number are you?
D102.
D102.
Yeah.
That's a nice new room too, right?
Beautiful. Yeah, we're really excited to be there.
So if you can't get a hold by email or phone, go to D102, see Mr. DeSantis, and sign up for it. And as always, each segment, any parting shots, Rob?
Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of your leadership and everyone downtown. I couldn't ask to work in a place that supports the arts more than Millville here. Like you were saying, when you travel around and when we go to regional events or we go to other high schools and I hear about situations up there, I feel fortunate to come back home. So I'm thankful to work here. I'm thankful for the students and the families that we have and the support that we receive from the town.
Well, feelings are mutual and reciprocated. To have someone dedicated and passionate in their work like you, we're blessed, and our kids are blessed to have you leading the fold. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I look forward. I'll be around in the summer and obviously during the fall season when the competitions start up and the football games start up.
Yeah, new football field, right?
Hopefully everything goes to plan
That's
and
good.
you all have a new field to do your
That's
your
great.
repertoire in. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to have you on the show again.
That'd be great. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Rob. All right, that ends that segment. Again, we'll cut to a commercial and we'll be right back.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
Welcome back to our school update. I'm Tony Trongone, Superintendent of Millville Public Schools, here for our third part of our third segment in our show. And we're here with Karen McCafferty and Rene Hogan.
Hello.
Hi.
Millville graduate?
Yep.
What year?
1993.
1990. Thanks
Oh, okay.
for outing our ages. We appreciate that.
Okay.
It seems like yesterday, though. It really does.
I know.
So this segment is talking about just bringing in the excitement, and that's why the two of them are here, the excitement they bring to their jobs every day, but also to Millville itself. They're involved in the community, and two better people to help with building the Millville Education Foundation than the two of them. And so I'll start off with you, Karen. Tell us a little bit about the Millville Education Foundation.
Well, we were talking about it for a while, starting the Millville Education Foundation for staff, students, community members, alumni, coming together to support projects for the students, for the staff. We have different ideas in mind. So, so that's taken place, and we're going to have a future meeting in the next couple months, and we would love for people to come out, join us for the meeting so we can, get together, come up with ideas on how to support our staff and our students this year.
Most school districts have an Ed Foundation, so this is something that I'm real excited about having. And then actually giving whatever that, I always call it like supplemental support to our kids, to our teachers, and to our community. So thank you. Thank you to both of you.
We already have some super ideas and, to support our district, and it's really exciting being part of Millville Forever. I'm excited to be a part of that.
Millville Forever. That might. We're actually. I wasn't planning on talking about this, but we're looking at our strategic plan, and you know how you have like Millville Pride, but Millville Forever. That might be a good tagline.
It is.
So next part we have is our new sports complex, because we're looking at different fundraisers. So. Karen, I'll stay with you, and then Rene, chime in.
Sure.
We're renovating the John Barbeau Stadium at Wheaton Field. Tell us a little bit about that. We have a picture.
Yes.
Love
so exciting.
it.
Look at that.
It's so exciting. We spent many Friday nights, Saturdays on that field cheering back in the day.
Yeah.
Even going after graduation, supporting our football team. And then when my kids went to school. I was involved in the PTSA, working at the concession
Working those
stand.
concession
So to
stands.
see that is so exciting. I'm so happy for our district, our community. It's going to be beautiful.
So in the upper left-hand part of that picture, there's like 4 blocks go diagonal. That's the new entranceway. There's going to be, believe it or not, we're going to have a ticket booth.
Yep.
So exciting.
So and then there'll be a little memorial at the end of that walkway there. But there's 4 squares there, and so we're going to be looking for a fundraiser to put commemorative bricks in there.
Yeah.
Yep, we're starting the brick fundraiser, and people can be part of it. If you went to Millville, if you worked for Millville, you were invested in Millville. What a way to have people remember you and your legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's part of why I'm here and involved with this, because our family is a legacy of Millville. My father-in-law taught high school here in Millville and coached Millville football. Being involved, two-time state wrestling champ, Bob Hogan. So I never thought I'd end up back in Millville, and here I am, and I'm thrilled to be here, living here and being part of the community and giving back. So that's part of it. Like, what is your legacy? What are you going to leave? And part of it is, I know that we talk about legacy and things that we do, but and everybody remembers that. Oh, Karen did this, or Mr. Trongone did that. But now you can have a brick to leave that legacy and have it actually etched on the football field. So you can bring your kids back. I mean, these pictures alone talk about the legacy of Millville. I mean, that 1975 state champ, everybody knows that team. And we always laugh because the little boy there with the little roly-boly hat on, and only if you're from Millville do you say roly-boly, I found out. Little roly-boly hat, and that's my husband, because my father-in-law coached, and he's sitting on the lap of Rick Marshall, and you have Jimmy McCormick, and that whole group there. They're so involved in Millville and being part of that and leaving their legacy, and as well as the band, they do such a great job, as Mr. DeSantis just spoke about. So leave your legacy not only in the town of Millville, but leave it on your brick too, so that you can bring your families back.
What year was that band picture?
Well, I got that out of the
I remember those uniforms.
I know
when we went to school.
Yeah, they were sharp. I got that out of the 1982 yearbook this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's about the motif. So you have a brick on the table. So Rene, tell us a little about how we can, how they can be a part of that legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can bring your family back to, when you come for that Thanksgiving game, or you come for whatever game. So these bricks will be etched. There are different choices you can pick from. You can have a 3-line brick for just starting for just $100 donation. And you can have 3 lines, and it would look like this here with your name. I mean, even just something cool is I was thinking about doing like my name, my husband's name, and my daughter's name in our graduation year. Just something as simple as that. Or you can go on up and you can have a bigger brick with an icon and, different things like that.
There's
Karen,
many
what are some of those choices that we have?
We have sport icons. We have arts, education,
So that
seals.
first brick we had, that's just a 4x8 brick?
Yes.
And that's $100?
Yes.
And then what we see on the screen there is an 8x8?
8x8,
Yeah.
and that does up to 6 lines.
4x8 is $100. Mm-hmm. And what's the 4x8?
8x8 is
8x8, right.
$225.
Yep.
And talk about, like, you can put like an image on it?
Yeah, you can do any icon, tons of sports, tons of arts and education, seals, flags, you name it. There's probably about 100 different clip arts.
And it's not just about, we talk about the football field, right, and the band, and we talk about who plays on the field, but it's not just about that, right? Everybody who has an input in Millville should have this, whether you just grew up here and you just want that legacy to still be there, Doesn't have to be just
it's the memory. I had
team.
some of my best memories in high school and in Millville, and it's something I'll never forget. I pass on to my kids. My kids, as I said before, they graduated from Millville. My husband graduated from Millville. My mom, my father-in-law had a record as quarterback, 1968 from Millville, Dale McCafferty, and and somebody even like my dad who didn't go to Millville was involved in all the sports. He went to basketball games.
He was at every game all the time.
And football. Even when me and my sister graduated, he went to every game, and he's thrilled to get a brick, and it still makes him a part of Millville School District. So it's exciting.
So we're going to go back to the location again of it, right? So there's George, you should have a picture of that, a little bit more detail of where the bricks are going to go. Right there, that's a better picture of it right there.
Right, right.
How beautiful that is.
So they'll be placed, the bricks, depending on, what size you get. The construction company will lay it out. And this will be an ongoing project, but we want to get as many sold as we possibly can in the beginning, so that way they're already set right when you go to the ticket booth. So, we have some orders in, but, get your order in. We want to get them placed and set and, and invite you out and see your memory, see your brick that will be there forever.
And we have another shot of them building the construction crew's been out there.
Yep, that's
and you
where
wanted
the
to
ticket
show that,
booths
Karen,
are.
I guess.
Yeah, this is where the ticket booths are going to be, so you can sort of see the placement of it, and then the bricks will go, outwards towards the school. So it's exciting. It's moving. If you haven't been past it, I took my parents around over the weekend, and they were amazed, truly amazed. I mean, growing up in this town, and it's always been the same. They are truly amazed at how fast, and it's exciting. It is really exciting.
Great to hear. And also, people who buy a brick get a little something extra.
They do. They do.
So.
Woo-hoo.
This is your authentic dirt from Wheatonfield. Bowl in a bottle, if you will.
Bowl in a bottle.
And it's going to be to the first 50 people who buy their brick will get their little
soil.
Bowl in a bottle. That's kind of cool.
It
is.
is.
You have a little piece of Wheatonfield sitting on your desk or sitting somewhere. And it's pretty cool because if you wanted to do that as a gift, listen, Father's Day's coming. It might be a neat gift to give somebody, right? You can buy your brick. We'll give you a certificate and a little bolt in a bottle. So
I didn't bring the certificate, but we do. We have a really cute certificate that you can get, put the name on it, and then on the back you can put what you're having engraved on the brick, and wrap it up. Makes a great gift. And
such a cool gift.
Not speaking some
right.
of my family members will be getting a gift, but
and
which
also
they're happy
graduates,
about.
right?
Graduate,
The
exactly.
brand newest alumni that we're going to have for class of 2023. Leave your mark right on that field.
Yep.
Great idea.
Yep.
Great
So
idea.
exciting.
Great
a lot of
graduation
exciting
gift.
things happening, and that's why the two of you, with all your ideas, it's like we're blessed. Again, I use that word.
Thank
we're blessed
you.
to have that and that
Thank
energy
you.
that you bring. And so, the bricks were something we came up with, but then the bolt in the bottle, I think Meg Finney gets
Meg
the
Finney.
credit for
Meg
that.
Finney, gotta love her Meg
I love
Finney.
it.
So adorable. We're getting them filled up this week and have them ready to
I
go.
made sure the contractor had the dirt set aside. They didn't pump it away yet, so it's sitting there.
Renee and I might be out there digging, just kidding. But they'll be filled.
We'll have the first 50 get
Yes. The first 50.
Yes.
And so you started talking about how does someone go about purchasing it?
So we have a website set up already. We also have a Facebook page, Millville Education Foundation. If you haven't already, joined the page, look out for that. We accept friends all the time, but we have the link right on there also, so you can click on there, and it takes you. It's very, very simple. Right now, we have it set up with PayPal, and if there's any issues, then we'll work that out and send you an invoice, pay by check. But we want to try to get the orders in as soon as we can, because I'm not sure. I'm thinking July they're going to start.
Yeah, they're
laying the bricks.
Exactly. So I think, what was the deadline you had for the first round? It was like the last graduation?
It was like the end of June. So if you want to get those orders in, and you can contact Rene. Rene will, help you with ordering, 856-293-2063. And we can help.
Yeah.
We have paper applications.
Yeah, we can walk you through it.
Yep. Yep.
Write a check, leave it.
Yeah, we'll help you as much as we can, but, you'll also get a certificate of authenticity from brick makers for your bricks, so you'll have that also.
So you heard it here. So you have the website. If when in doubt, if you're not technologically savvy, you can just call that number again. It's 856-293-2063.
That's me.
You'll get a hold of Rene, and then they'll help facilitate the order for you. And this is a part of our segment where I want to give you both each a parting segment. So I'll start. You're looking at me first, Karen. So you go
Thank
first.
you.
Anything for?
I just want to say, I'm excited for Millville Education Foundation, and we want as many people to come out and be a part of it. Come up with ideas. I have several ideas, brewing. Once I get an idea, watch out. That's all I have to say. But if you have any questions, let me know. Most of you know how to get a hold of me. So, but thank you for having us on, and we're excited about this project.
Okay, Rene.
Yeah. The Millville Education Foundation is super exciting. It's something that we've needed for a while, and it's a way to all come together as a community. So it's pretty exciting.
Good. So you can feel the energy, folks, and what the two of them bring, along with the Millville community, because it's what Rene and Karen bring, but their families, the community. I know Rene's big supporter of the Girl Scouts. Mm-hmm. Karen, you've been involved with cheerleading, and then, like I said, both of you at home and school. They don't have kids in the school district now, but they do work the concession stand, and so really, we're really blessed.
Anything that we need to do, because Millville's our home. Millville is, and it will always be our home, and just want to support, our kids and our staff and our community.
Well, that's why I made sure that we're going to have a TV in the concession stand so they can watch the game.
Yay!
Well, while anybody works in there, that was the biggest complaint.
Yeah, we're always like, "What's the score? What's the score?"
I know.
Can't see
Or
anything.
we would take turns going out, outside the door and watching. And,
So the little things we're doing.
And we welcome any help for that too.
yeah, concession stands. Always looking for help. Always looking for volunteers. Alumni would love to have you. Come on out.
So you heard it here. I didn't have to do much interviewing with these two. I just let them go, and they do it. So again, any questions on our website, you'll see it in there as far as outreach, and then also by phone, 856-293-2063. Is Tony Trongone with Rene Hogan and Karen McCafferty. And that ends this segment. And take care, everybody. We'll be back in 2 minutes for our fourth section.
Thanks.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Allen Associates is a family-owned and operated full-service agency, managing a broad base of clients in the New Jersey area. Allen Associates has been a leader in health benefits and financial services including health, prescription, life insurance, pension, 401k plans, and estate planning. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve. Give them a call today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services, Vineland, New Jersey.
New Jersey Motorsports Park. Experience the adrenaline rush of go-karting on our challenging tracks, with arrive and drive sessions, available for all skill levels. Looking for something even more daring? Try your hand at axe throwing, and see if you can hit the bullseye. After a day of excitement, relax at the Finish Line Pub Restaurant, and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Group experiences are also available, so bring your friends and family. For an unforgettable adventure, visit njmp.com to learn more and book your experience today.
welcome to our fourth segment of our school update, and it's going to be about graduation. And with me are our high school principal, Miss Jaime Sutton. Welcome, Jaime.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
And also our assistant superintendent, Stephanie DeRose.
Hello, everyone.
So information for you all. I'll start off with our principal, Miss Sutton. So graduation, where can parents and students find information?
Sure. So a letter was mailed home last week to parents regarding graduation information. Graduates and parents can also go to our Millville High School website. Meg Finney, our public information officer, put a button on there that parents can click for our senior class website, where our full graduation packet is located with all of the information they need.
I was on it. It's a great site. A great idea.
Thank you.
And then also about graduation practice and where it's going to be held, and the students and where can they pick up their cap and gown.
Graduation practice will begin on June 12th, Monday, June 12th, at the Millville High School Performing Arts Center. That day, students will receive all of the information that they need. They will be receiving their cap and gown, any stoles, pins, awards from the Honors Assembly if they were invited to the Honors Assembly. That's our first day of practice. It's an overview of what is going to happen for the next 3 days. The next day, on June 13th, Tuesday, students will come back to the Performing Arts Center at the high school for another round of graduation practice. They will be put in their seats, line up, and more information. After the practice on June 13th, Mr. DeSantis, our band director, will be forming a 2023 for our class of 2023 for our drone shot. After the drone shot, the students will go over to our athletic fields, and they are going to have a picnic and class of 2023 celebration sponsored by our PTSA, and with food trucks, cornhole tournaments, volleyball, kickball, and they are going to receive their senior gifts that day also.
Awesome. And then you alluded about the academic awards. I just want to get that in there.
Sure.
That's actually next week, right? This is going to be playing, on Friday, June 2nd, but we have the academic awards next June 8th.
Our senior honors assembly is being held on June 8th at the Millville High School Performing Arts Center at 6 o'clock.
All right. So you can catch us on Quinn Broadcasting with that event also. And so now let's turn to, well, thank you. I'm going to turn to graduation, and everybody knows about, I was at a state conference with leaders at each group, PTA, Teachers Association, school boards. It had all the leaders of each group in the state. And we talked about graduation. They said, well, you guys did a great job at the motorsports park. And so, Stephanie, you had a big hand in that. And so leading into that, tell us, Stephanie, about what the ceremony is going to look like this year.
Okay. So we've been very fortunate to have a partnership with the New Jersey Motorsports Park. They have worked with us basically since COVID was about, where we did a parade of cars through the track. And we've continued to hold that true throughout our time, and now the passing of the torch, so to speak, to Jaime Sutton as the new principal. Now we're fortunate enough, one thing that we are is resilient, and we overcome many obstacles, but we are fortunate enough to begin our new field. And therefore, we will not have our field accessible this year for graduation. That being said, the staff and executive staff from New Jersey Motorsports Park graciously offered their facility for us to be able to still have a standard graduation ceremony. So that is something we're so excited about. Our kids are excited about, and also our parents are excited about, to be able to still have our students walk across the field, so to speak. So there will be some logistical changes. However, students will still gather and a full ceremony will still happen. So I'm going to turn it over to Jaime so she can talk about what that's going to look like. And that will be just a ceremony. There will be no car parade this year. So Jaime, why don't you take us through that?
So we are very, very fortunate for New Jersey Motorsports Park to help us this year for our graduation ceremony. So the graduation will take place on the asphalt.
So that particular track, for those of us who are familiar, is that the go-kart track?
That is the go-kart track, yes.
That's in the bottom left?
Yes. So when parents first enter the motorsports park, they're going to go through the ticket booth. Each person in the car will have to have tickets, and tickets will be per person in the car. Once they go into the motorsports park, there will be signs for Millville High School graduation, and there will be staff members along the way to guide them to the go-kart track where the graduation will take place. Once you go over the bridge, there will be one of our staff members at the bottom. We are going to have specified handicap parking. If you are planning to utilize our handicap parking, you will need to have a handicap parking tag in your car or handicap plates, and you will be directed to that parking. All other parking, if you're looking at the picture, will be on the grass areas, and there will be staff members throughout parking the cars.
So I see that checkered building on the parking lot on the right.
Yes.
And then and then the parking lot in front, that's where graduation will take place?
That's where graduation is going to be. There are going to be bleachers to seat everyone.
So we paid for bleachers on both sides of the parking lot?
Yes, yes. And the graduates will be facing, on the other side of the building with the checkered roof is the racetrack. So the graduates, that will be the backdrop of the graduation ceremony. And then parents will park in the grass areas, and they will be directed towards the bleachers. There are restrooms also in the building with the checkered roof, so they will be accessible to anyone who needs the restrooms.
And I want to go a little bit more about this because, Stephanie, you were talking to Mr. Scott that runs the park. There's also amenities there, like a restaurant.
Yeah, so we're really excited because New Jersey Motorsports and Brad Scott specifically is really embracing what our Millville graduates are contributing to the community, and also celebrating our students and our families. And they are decking out the entire bar and restaurant area for Home of the Thunderbolts. And they're going to be having different festivities that, if in fact you want to make a reservation, that you can have dinner with your family after the event. It will be at the cost of the family, but a reservation I would highly suggest. We have over 400 graduates, and there is limited seating. They do have a neat outside area where they'll also have available, but it's really just a great partnership to be able to not only support a local business, but also support our families. And it really, proximity is a benefit. You know, we have a restaurant on site now. You know, that would be great to have a restaurant on site at the high school, you know.
With our culinary arts program, you might have that.
We might.
Also, in the parent letter for graduation, there was a flyer in there regarding the New Jersey Motorsports Park and what they're offering for dinner reservations after. So our parents each family did receive a flyer giving them instructions how to call for a reservation. So that is available for them.
One thing, I think I went a little ahead of myself. We were talking about the tickets and getting in. Tell me about how many tickets each graduate will be receiving.
Sure. Each graduate will be receiving 4 tickets to the graduation ceremony. On the second day of graduation practice at the high school in the Performing Arts Center, the students will be able to request additional tickets. Ticket requests are being taken. I'm hoping to be able to accommodate all of the ticket requests. So ticket requests could happen, but they may not be guaranteed.
So they get 4, but if there is a request for more, see the principal.
There's going to be a QR code that the students are going to complete the second day of graduation with their name, how many tickets they are requesting, and other information they will need to fill out.
You guys are organized.
And then once the ticket requests are granted, the graduates will receive those tickets the next day at graduation practice.
Good.
And I wanted,
go ahead.
I wanted to mention something about the June 14th graduation practice. It is scheduled for now at the Millville High School Performing Arts Center. However, we are working with the New Jersey Motorsports Park and our grounds crew to actually have an on-site graduation practice on June 14th, the day before graduation. So once that is solidified, I will send out information to the families to let them know if we will have an on-site practice at the New Jersey Motorsports Park.
All right, good. And maybe the final piece is the diploma distribution, because that's always the final piece, like how the student's going to get their diploma, the date to pick them up, and the location.
Graduates can begin to pick up their diplomas on June 21st. At Millville High School between the hours of 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, because the district will be closed on Fridays. And that is also in the information packet for the parents. And we are also going to post signs on the doors to let the students know, just as a reminder.
Okay.
Students, sorry about that. When students pick up their diplomas, they will need an ID. Parents can pick up a student's diploma if needed, but we are asking that the students, if they can pick up their diploma, if a parent chooses to pick up a diploma, they will need to bring their ID, and the parent will also need to be listed in Infinite Campus in the household.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No, I just think we're very fortunate to have so many partners with the PTSA, the MEA, MAA, and we've had multiple businesses reach out. They've made donations for the senior gifts. We have food trucks people are volunteering to come. And if anyone wants to volunteer for any other things, we're
Absolutely.
more than happy to take it. But we're really excited to once again pivot and have something new and amazing for our kids, because I think our kids deserve it.
All right. Well, you heard it from these two administrators at the secondary level here at Millville. I think they've crossed every T and dotted every I, and we're fortunate to have them. And we're also fortunate, as far as the spirit that you're providing our kids, as far as having the best best experience possible. So thank you very much, both of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So that's our last segment, and we're going to provide another update in another month from Millville Public Schools. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. And as always, the two ladies to my left and to your right, they have another parting gift. They usually, I say something, but they usually say it's a
After morning announcements every day, I said, don't forget, it's always a great day to be a Bolt.
And then I always end with Go Bolts. So go Bolts, and we'll see you, hope to see the families on June 15th at the Motorsports Park. But also, you can see it on Quinn Broadcasting. This is Tony Trongone signing off. Thank you. And again, we'll see you at our next episode. Take care.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.